Hi,
Hi, Diane. Good evening.
Pooja. How are you?
I'm doing good. You look really beautiful.
In this 50-day that no haircut, no there's one gray hair coming here. So
Wow.
yeah,
But I think the quarantine, you're the only one who is looking pretty in quarantine. All of us are gonna come out with.
no, and you are pretty too also. I mean, this is a good time for a lot of people because you're spending a lot of time with self-care, and you're putting oil on your hair, and maybe you put a natural face mask
Correct.
on. So there is a lot of time, and people are resting also quite
Correct.
a bit. Yeah,
Correct.
so that's good.
Correct. So everybody
Yes.
has already started saying hi and hello, Diane. So I want
Hi,
to
everybody.
introduce, I want to
Yeah, go
introduce you,
ahead.
Diane, first. Okay, questions have already started coming in, guys. Let's start and then we'll take the questions in a while. So, Diane, thank you for doing this so much. I know that you've taken out time from your pretty packed schedule to be with us today. It's an honor to have you with us.
Thank you. Thank you. But listen, before we start, just give me a little brief on your company. Let everybody know what you do as well. Yeah?
Done. I want to first introduce you because you are the star right now.
Okay. No,
So,
we all stars in our own way. I swear we all stars in our own way. So, yeah. But okay, little bit
so,
of an
anybody,
introduction.
I'm sure everybody who's joined knows Diane, but I still want to talk about Diane a bit and tell that she's one of India's leading fitness experts and is also the best-selling author of two books, I'm Not Stressed and Shut Up and Train. So one talks about the mind and one talks about the body. She has been shaping up some of the most successful and fittest people throughout, which includes, I'm sure everybody knows these names, Bipasha Basu, John Abraham, Dino Moria, Lara Datta, Jacqueline. So basically, every good looking person has been trained by Diane. So today we'll be covering a lot of fitness and health tips from Diane. Again, thank you so much for doing this, Diane. And yeah, I think
My
now,
pleasure.
yeah, now I can start about Glow. So Glow was essentially created to be a peer-to-peer knowledge transfer community for young women, and we still aim to do that. We are bridging a few gaps. The first one being education system has given a lot of things, has not given a lot of things which people need to learn about. So we are here to bridge that gap. Plus, we want to also inspire people through women's stories who have made a mark in their field. And the bigger part of the community is the peer-to-peer knowledge transfer, where we have created a safe space for women to ask and answer questions to be answered by experts like you, Diane, and from their peers. So this is essentially what Godot community does. We are a community of strong and fierce women looking out for each other.
And very young, right? And that's why I said
Yeah.
young, because I had children, your age. Alana's 24 and Ahan's 22. So whenever there's a young kids, my children's age, approach me for anything, I always say yes. It's always good to
Thank you.
encourage. Yeah.
Thank you so much for that, Diane. Thank you again for doing this. And I'm sure everybody will get inspired from what you've been doing before and what you're doing right now with balance and everything else that you do. So let's jump into this because I know I don't want to take a lot of your time, but
We have
understanding
40
that
minutes, so yeah, as much. Yeah.
yes. And people have already started asking questions, so I want to be quick there. So, what usually happens is most of the people don't enjoy working out, but most
Okay.
of your workouts are designed around very simple things which you can do at home. So, where did that inspiration come from, and why do you think that is the future?
See what I've been doing at present on my Instagram is because of the lockdown, because we are all indoors, and I said, what can I do? Because I have this gift. What can I do to share it with people out there? Like I don't have weights in the house because I'm very used to going to the gym or the studio or wherever. So sometimes you don't prepare for these things, right? So I said, let me start creating workouts that everybody can use with their home accessories, with what you have
Correct.
in your house. So of course, the first day, I think 14th of March was the last day I went outdoors. 15th I was, from 15th onwards. It's been like almost like, I think almost less than 2 months.
2 months,
So
yeah.
I was sitting right here. This is where my office is, where I work from, because I'm writing my third book now, and I write blogs and I do a lot more. And I was watching my staff just carrying a bucket of water. So I immediately went and I took those 2 buckets of water. I filled it with water, and I did a workout. So I created a Balti bucket workout where I said that you can as much water as you put, it becomes heavier or lighter. You can put packets of flour, dal, things like that, and make it like your weights. So that's what inspired me. So I said, let me start creating. Then I went on to creating a sofa workout, a workout with a chair. Then everybody has building steps or steps in their locality where they stay or their house. So I created various different kinds of step workouts using your staircase. With all I had with me was resistance bands. So I did workouts with resistance bands, and then I said, people out there don't have those bands. So I created
Correct.
very simple workouts using the step. In fact, today I have a little area down that I had a little bench. So I created a very simple bench workout. I created a workout with toilet rolls because I have 2 sisters who stay in America, and they were telling me the story how everybody's just buying toilet rolls, and it was just there was toilet rolls available.
Correct.
So I said, okay, let me make a workout for toilet rolls, getting inspired by my sisters because they were saying that. So I just made this fun workout with toilet rolls. So I started creating things with props, with your sofa, with your chair, with toilet rolls, with the buckets, with things that I was finding. I've shot a lot of more workouts, which you'll see with a wall. I just took a wall of my house, and I did so many workouts just using that wall. So I'm coming out with workouts just using socks, just wearing socks where you need. I came out with a workout with a towel. You just need napkins or towels, and you do a towel workout. So there are various things that I created. I got inspired. I wanted to share it with people out there who are locked down in their houses like me, and who could just work out. Because in the beginning, of course, people said, that why are you doing these workouts? But they couldn't understand that we're going to be in for a while. This is a virus, there's no vaccination for a while. There's going to be lockdown, not only in India, all over the world it's happening. So we have to get used to being positive, and positivity and happiness comes from your workouts, from yoga, from meditation, and all of that is connected to good nutrition. It's all connected, and it makes you eventually adapt to this change very quickly in a happy way, in a positive way. Because when you work out, you're giving out endorphins, you're listening to music, you're working. It's just science, right? Your body it's giving out, it's detoxing. So
Correct.
it's de-stressing, if you have anxiety. So there are various things that are happening, the science in the body. So it just makes you happy. So it's good to start off your day with whatever suits you. We can come to that later with meditation or yoga or workouts, or nobody's forcing you to work out. If you don't feel like working out, that's why I created all these fun workouts. Some people don't like to go
Correct.
to the gym. Some people like a Zumba class. Some people, so there's no hard and fast rule that you should go to the gym or you should do yoga. You can just even put on music and just dance to music, and just as
Correct.
long as you're moving around, doing your housework. I also created a workout which I'm going to release with a mop, with a
Wow.
window cleaner and a mop. So I just used. I think I'm running out of props. I have to start creating with a stick also. I found a stick, end of a mop stick. So I made an entire workout, a mobility workout with a stick. So I have to start now finding
Wow.
new ways. I've thought of really, really creative ways. I mean, you will see soon. I'll post it soon. Really fun workouts. So that's what inspired me now at present. Before that, 8 months ago, a year ago, I came out with these signature moves, signature workouts, because people were putting out workouts there. But every workout is individual. It's different for every person. So I said, what can I do to share with people that would motivate them? So I said,
Correct.
I'm very strong. At my age, I'm 51 now, so I'm really strong. So why don't I do a different move each time, and let them get motivated that if she can do it, I can do it too. So I started coming out with this concept of a signature move every day, which really went viral. People started liking it. I would do a different move every day, and so that's what I started a year ago. And before that, I would do all these challenges. I've been doing this for 25, 30 years now, so yeah. So yes,
Wow.
Pooja. So that's, yeah.
Somebody
The
just said
net
my
is a
husband
little.
has done all the challenges that you've posted.
So sweet. Did you do that? Try the stick challenge. People, usually learn to balance the stick on their hands. So I said, why don't I try
Wow.
something different? I said, let me balance the stick on my shoe. So it wasn't easy. It was like few seconds I was managing, but I'm practicing it every day. I want to get, good at it. So that's what I did. Yeah. So I've done a lot of more challenges, which I will at home challenges, which I'll post soon. So the challenge bit is why I came out with the challenge bit is because everybody is stressed at this point and they're fearing, and because of stress and fear and anxiety and sleepless nights, and some people are drinking a lot of alcohol, and it was taking a bad turn. So I said, what can I do different that'll take people's mind away? Challenge. It's fun. I tried a shoe challenge. I saw it on the net. I googled and I saw a shoe challenge, and I tried it. The first time the shoe fell, and then the second time I managed to do it. So I said it takes your mind away from stress, and it just keeps you happy trying all these fun things, because life is about having fun, right? I mean, it's just you
Correct.
can't take it too seriously. Stressing about the virus is not going to make a vaccination happen overnight. You have to trust your government. You have to trust the scientists and the doctors that they're working day and night for a cure, and it will happen. So till then, you have to just live life happy, positive, and do everything that makes you happy. Spend time with your loved ones. This is the time given to you. You're never going to get this time again. My husband cooks
Correct.
for us every day, and we are spending a lot of time. Others, we're so busy as a modern woman and a modern, a wife, and a mother, a modern woman who's a mother, who's a wife, who's a best friend to everybody, a good daughter-in-law, everything. We're coping up with a lot. So this is the time given to you for a reason. It's to bond with your friends, with your family. So it's all a lesson. It's like they say that
Correct.
everything good or bad, the bad things teach you a lesson, the good things is a blessing, right? So I just think
Correct.
that the virus is in our lives for a reason. It's for a lot of people to learn a lesson, to learn from it, that you cannot take life for granted, you cannot take people for granted, you cannot take the world for granted. People are ruining the planet,
Correct.
so there's a lot, yeah, happening. Anyway, so back to the
Correct. And
next question.
yeah, I think we all were complaining way too much how we're not able to spend time with our family, and how we have not been able to give time to our passion. I think nature said, here, take 2 months off and do what you want to do.
I'm telling you, really, and a lot of people are developing hobbies that and being so creative. People who never cooked
Correct.
before cooking, people who've never baked before baking, So
Yes.
I think that's all positive things that are coming out of this. People should not see the
Correct.
negative side. You should see that
Correct.
wow, you're baking, you're cooking, you're stitching, you're acting, you're doing silly things. You're painting, you're repairing your own house because the rains are coming, and we don't have somebody to do our waterproofing. So my husband
Correct.
is figuring out how to do it through YouTube. We'll get the cement and we'll get it done ourselves, and that is what we're supposed to do. We're too used to our staff doing things for us. We're
Correct.
too used to that. We are handymen. We're supposed to repair things and do things and paint. I said, okay, the next thing, because my painters ran away to their gaon and this lockdown happened. So my house is half painted, half white, half black. So he said, we'll finish the paint also, my husband and me. So we're enjoying this bit. You just have to take it with a light heart. And of course, there are a lot of people stressing about,
Correct.
finance and what's going to happen with their jobs. But stressing at this point is not going to improve the situation, right?
Correct.
So you need to do things that just make you happy, and yeah. And then we
Correct.
can come to what stress, my first book, what stress leads
Yes.
to, and a lot of things, yeah.
I think we'll have to discuss a little bit more on the mind side of it. But
Yeah.
before that, something I've seen a lot on your Instagram page are these chair workouts. So is it equally effective as going to the gym?
See, when you're doing this sofa workout or chair, whatever, it's just a variety. It's something different. When you go to the gym, sometimes you get very used to your trainer. You get very used to the same machines, or we are creatures of habit, right? So it's a
Correct.
habit that we get. We go to the gym. You want to do the same program, same trainer, same faces, same treadmill every day. And somewhere down the line, we become like robots. We're just going there, finishing your workout. So sometimes they say variety is the spice of life. So sometimes to do
Correct.
something different, a chair workout or something different, it's always shocking your body. It is going to help. And yeah, you can't only do a chair workout or only do a sofa workout, right? It is body weight. It is, like I said, the balti bucket, the more you fill water, you fill packets of flour or dal inside, it gets heavier. So that's like your
Correct.
weights, right? So you need, I also did a backpack workout where I put a lot of books inside and I created a backpack workout back to school. So for me now at this point is let me do anything that I can motivate people out there, because they don't have weights and they can't go to the gym. But how do I keep people happy? How do I keep them, fit? Because moving around is going to make you happy and deal with the situation in a better way.
Correct.
So yeah, the chair workouts is all innovative. I also saw it on the net, but I created my own, So it's you get your ideas, because creativity does come from ideas that you see, but you create your mind, and you create your own workouts and your own as an expert. Yes.
Wow. Dhyan, cardio versus weight training, what would be your pick?
I've always been a weight training person, because too much of cardio will make you thin, but it's skinny thin. You'll be skinny, but you'll have a lot of fat or cellulite in areas. You will not have that kind of tone and a tight body like what weight training gives you. I started weight
Correct.
training at the age of 16 and a half, I think, and forever. And today I'm so strong and so fit at my age. It's because of thanks to weight training. I introduced it to Miss India's when I trained Miss India's for 8 or 9 years. I was the first expert who introduced weight training, because at that point they were only doing cardio and they were like eating very little food. So I was the first to introduce weight training, and I changed the history of those bodies, of the Miss Indias, because they got really toned bodies. They had hamstrings and quads, and their legs were very shapely, and they had really nice shoulder muscles, and their body had shaped up really well with weights. So that tone that you get, that tight, firm body, if you don't want any cellulite, any of that, it all comes with weight training, with the right combination of cardio. So you need to do a mix of the 5 elements when you choose a program. It should have flexibility, strength training, mobility, the cardiovascular endurance, and you need to do balance, which comes with your yoga, because you're doing a lot of Tadasana and you're doing a mountain pose and a lot of balance postures. Because as we get older, you heard of old people who lose their balance and fall, right?
Correct.
So balance is a really important aspect for all age groups. You need to incorporate it in whether it's standing on one foot, whether it's doing. I do all these balance challenges, right? It's because all my challenges are centered around all these 5 aspects. You need the stick thing that I did is focus and coordination. If I do something, balancing, it's challenging your balance. If I did the shoe challenge, it's challenging the mobility of your hips. So everything has a science behind it. To know how, if I'm doing squatting on the floor and getting up with one leg, it shows that that the kind of strength that you have in your
Correct.
core. And yeah, so everything has a science behind it. So you can't just only do cardio or only strength or only yoga. You have to do a right mix of everything, and what suits you and what is your preference, what you really like. For example, if you like dancing, you can be a dancer, you can dance a lot, but you need to strength train, protect your joints, to protect your taking that impact of dancing non-stop. So you need to do a mix of both. Yeah, because dancers, they stretch a lot, they have the flexibility, they have the stamina, they have the grace, but the strength aspect comes from your weight training. So you need to, so they compensate and they help each other. You need to do that.
Coming to the beautiful books that you've written, Dhyan. So one is focused on mind, which is the I'm Not Stressed, Secrets to a Calm Mind, and the other focused on body. So Shut Up and Train, a complete fitness guide. So if you can just tell us some key points or key learnings from them.
Okay, so I'm Not Stressed is my baby, because it was my first book, and when I opened my gym and I ran it for 6 years, and then I shut my gym down because real estate was very expensive, my rent was very high, and I was not making money. And then it's not exactly the money, but first 1 year we broke even, and then I just said, as a business it's not doing well, because it's a private gym, it's over 3 floors, it's a lot of overhead, so I shut it down. The next thing I said, what's my bucket list? I want to write a book. And when the book company Random House approached me, they asked me to write a book on fitness, because I was one of the first in India who started personal training like 25 years ago. And so I said, I don't want to write a book on fitness. I don't want it to be, just another book. That can be my second book. So I was running my gym at that time, and I just said, I had a lot of clients come to me who had a lot of stress in their life. Everybody was stressed, whether somebody's maid ran away to the gaon, or some driver was harassing them, or somebody had office, a boss who's harassing them, a nasty boss, or somebody had financial issues, somebody wanted to be a chef, but was studied to be a lawyer. Stress. They had stress in their lives, and they would all come to the gym and either do a yoga class or either go to the spa that I created, but they all had to deal with stress every day of their lives. So I came out with this concept, and I said, why don't I connect stress to fitness? And also there's another thing. They used to always say that you're always happy, laughing, joking. How are you like that? I said, because I came out with that name. I'm not stressed because of my fitness, of what I've, of the wellness and the organic food that I was eating. And so I developed, and I was following all these positive mantras. And I said, I'm going to call my first book, I'm Not Stressed. And I'm going to help people out there who have stress issues. And I came up with this concept, and I approached, I got back with the book company, and they loved the idea. They said, nobody in India has written a book on stress. So I said, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a psychiatrist, I'm not a nutritionist, but I know a lot about food, but but I'm going to interview all these experts. So then they said that, why do you want to interview experts? Shouldn't the book be all about you? I said, no, I'm going to interview a a skin doctor, because stress affects your skin, stress affects your hair, your lifestyle diseases, it affects your bones. So I'm going to interview all these experts, and they're going to be a part of my book. Let them tell their story also to the world, how stress is the #1 killer in India. Stress causes lifestyle diseases like diabetes. India is #1 with diabetes. We have a lot of bone issues in India, osteopenia, osteoporosis, because an average Indian doesn't like sunlight, right? They don't like to go in the sun. So they suffer from osteopenia, osteoporosis. So I said, and a lot of stress-related diseases. So I said, I'm going to write on stress. So the first book that you can see here, which was a national bestseller. So I wrote that book. It's my baby. It was many, many years ago, and it did really, really well because it connected with people out there. And that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to share with people how not to be stressed, how to deal with stress, the kinds of stress, what stress does to every part of your body. I had a lot of people who couldn't conceive children because they were stressed out in their lives. They were trying to have babies and they couldn't. It was all connected to stress. A lot of girls who had hormone issues, hormone imbalances, PCOS, PCODs, a lot of osteopenia, osteoporosis, all connected to stress. So that's why I decided to write that first book. Yeah.
Wow. So so I think I'm going to go back and read this. Everybody who wants to read it and you don't have access to a bookstore, go on Amazon. It's available.
Yes.
The Kindle version's available. Ebooks available. If you can get your hand on the better idea, but until lockdown, stay home and read it on Kindle for now. That stress, I think we're going to remember this, and it can, if nothing, it can be like a manifestation. I am not stressed. Keep saying that to yourself, and maybe we'll feel better after a while. So,
it
and
is a positive
the other
mantra.
book,
It is a positive mantra.
correct.
Yes. Yes.
So every time we look at your book, I think we'll all feel better.
Yes.
So the other book, Shut Up, how did that come across?
Then I decided, then I said, now I'm ready to write a fitness book, because now, I've done the stress. Because how can I write a fitness book and book on nutrition and give recipes and everything, when somebody is not dealing with stress, when they don't know how to deal with stress? You need to deal with stress first. You need to deal with all those aspects in your life that are not making you happy. And then you turn towards fitness and nutrition, which is a big part of also de-stressing. But you need to deal with all of that first, because it's causing huge issues like heart attacks and all of that. So that's when I wrote the second book. And the reason why I called it Shut Up and Train, because that was the era where everybody was listening to all kinds of workouts and they were getting confused. And we want to do CrossFit and we want to do spinning, and what is good for us, and is weight training good for us, is cardio good for us? So I said, shut up and train. Just keep your mouth shut and work out. That's why I said, stop talking so much. Stop getting, so much information on the net. It's making you confused. Just work out whatever suits you, whether it's yoga, whether it's your meditation that you need to calm your mind, which is a lot in the first book and the second book, and work out. And then this book gives you everything. It's a guide from injury prevention, from workouts to a beginner, to an intermediate, to advanced. What your body, how your body moves, the biomechanics of your body, to history of bodybuilding, through supplements, through it gives you recipes, it gives you everything. It's like literally like your fitness Bible, which everybody should read, because it just gives you a lot of knowledge. It's a little boring because it's a lot of knowledge. So fitness enthusiasts, trainers, and people who love to work out have to read this, because it's a lot of information in there, lots of it.
Correct.
It took me 1 year
So,
to write this book. Yeah.
I'm sure it did. I'm sure it, and I'm sure it, because again, you wrote another best-selling book, so I'm sure it took most of your time and a lot of
8 hours
research
a
in it.
day. 8 hours a day. 8 hours a day. And let me make it very clear that when you write books, you do not make money. It's because you're passionate and because you want to share it with the world, that they should get fit and healthy the right way. You're just very passionate about your work. So even though it takes 8-10 hours of your day, you want to do it because you
Yes.
want people to do the right thing out there, to read it and get and it doesn't make me money. It doesn't make me money. Yeah. The net is a little bad, I think.
Correct.
The
And
net is not so good, Pooja.
I can tell whatever you've been talking, whatever.
Your internet is not so good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. So I was just saying, so whatever I've read about you, whatever yeah, again, it's going down. It's better now. It's better now. Yeah, passionate about fitness, and there is no other motive except to give to the society, and why, and you want others to be fit. So that clearly shows in the way you talk, the way you passionately talk about fitness.
yes, that's true.
So, so we'll just do one more question. And so, could you tell us more about balance by day? So, this is something which is very, very interesting. And if you can throw some light on that.
Okay, so the Balance is my company that I created about 2.5 or 3 years ago. I studied this course from New York. So what happened is, because I started very early in life into fitness, at the age of 12 or 13, I was working out, 16, I was lifting weights. By about 22 or 23, I was writing for all the media publications on fitness. I was one of the very few people who was training and working out at that age. That led me into Miss India, and that's how my career started. So very early, I took writing for all the media publications on fitness. I was one of the very few people who was training and working out at that age. That led me into Miss India, and that's how my career started. So very early, I took wellness for me was not just the gym. It was a very broad spectrum. It was yoga was a big part of my life. Meditation was a big part of life. Eating organic food, doing detoxes. I love to go to Kerala. I'm a very strong believer of our Indian in Kerala down south, our Ayurvedic food. Ayurvedic Kerala oil. So I would go once a year to do detoxes, and then I would educate people on it. Whatever I would practice on myself that I feel is very good for the body, I would educate people. So I decided to study this course in New York 3 years ago, which is on health coaching. Health coaches in India. So health coaches, my third book is about this. It's the gym and nutrition is a big part of your life, but with health coaches, there are many aspects of your life that have to be balanced. For example, if you're not happy with your career, right? If you're unhappy with your boss, or you're working really hard and getting a little salary, small salary, and your capabilities of your growth are lots more, and something is stopping you, it will make you a very unhappy person, right? That unhappiness triggers onto your health, onto your mind, your body, everything. If there's an area of your financial situation that's not too good and you want to make more money, that gives you stress, right? For example, if you are, like I mentioned earlier, if you're a lawyer but you want to be like a chef, want to be an architect, that part of your career makes you unhappy, right? Can you hear me, Pooja? Pooja, can you hear me? The net is not so good.
The last sentence, just the last
Okay.
sentence.
So the thing is, health coaching, there are many aspects in your life that could make you unhappy. So we join the dots and we figure out what those aspects of your life, what's making you unhappy. Because if you're unhappy, for example, in your career or the financial situation or your education or your health is suffering or your home environment is not good, these things lead to stress. Stress leads to cortisol. Cortisol makes you hungry. You want to eat more. So you might go to a tub of ice cream. Instead, it's that relationship
Correct.
disorder that you might need. So there are a lot of, as healthness is a very broad spectrum. It's not just the six pack or the gym or what you eat on your plate. It's way beyond that. That becomes all very secondary. What is primary and first is these aspects of your life that need to make you happy. So if we see that you're lacking, you're not too happy with your career, we'll guide you. Financial status, with your home environment, if it's not very happy, how to make your home environment happy, we'll guide you as health coaches. A lot of other aspects, and we make that happy and positive, and automatically you start losing weight and becoming a happier person because there's no stress in those aspects of your life. If you've
Correct.
understood, so as a health coach, so that's why I call the company Balance by Diane, because you need to strike a balance with your life. And then I always give people these
Correct.
this example. You know, if you see a guru, guru in the mountains, I'm talking, the yogis, they're very slim. They wear simple clothes, right? They're slim because they don't need much in life. They just need their prayers, their
Correct.
yoga, and they need their simple food, and they stay slim because they don't have stress in their life. They don't have stress with their careers, or they don't have this modern life that we live. You know,
Correct.
it's so stressful. There's pollution. There's no nature. So it's all of that. So as health coaches, we try to join the dots with all those aspects that are making you unhappy. We encourage spirituality. That's, you know, maybe Tai Chi, yoga, lots of meditation, things that make you happy. A lot of joy in your life. We try to give you ideas how to get more joy in your life. So that is what that company is, my baby. Again, it's called Balance by Diane. How we teach you how to balance your life out and make you
That's a
happy, a
beautiful
happier person.
concept. And a lot of people have already started commenting. Diane's the most balanced person I've seen. So,
No,
Diane,
I have my
let's
days.
get into.
I have my days. Pooja, I have my days that are not. But then you get yourself okay through
Okay, let's.
meditation and yoga. You have to. You have to. Yeah. You have to be strong about everything. Yeah.
We
Okay.
have a few audience questions. Drona Wellness asks, what motivates you and how to keep yourself motivated at this time?
What motivates me is, like I mentioned, you can hear me? The net is a little.
Yeah,
Can you hear
I
me?
can hear you now. Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay. So what motivates me is my passion for my work. Have you read that Japanese book, the book called Ikigai, right? When you
Yes,
find your calling. So,
yes.
going back to career, as women, as your young generation, you have to choose your career that you love. You have to wake up like a child, excited child, jump out of bed, and what am I going to do next? And it's not about money. Money always comes later. If you have your passion and you love what you do and you do what you love, whether it's cooking, baking, stitching, architecture, painting, singing, dancing, whatever, if you love it, you have to pursue your dreams. And eventually money will come. That karmic flow of money will come. But you have to have your passion for your career. So that is important. Yeah. What drives me every day. You know, I like to come, I like to do my workouts, I like to motivate people out there. I love to
Correct.
write blogs. If you read all my blogs, it's only to help people out there. I want more people to read my blogs. Very few are reading it right now. I just wish, you know, more would read it because it's a lot of information out there. Okay.
fitness, follow Diane Pandey on
Instagram and my website.
I think she's over the internet. You can just go, you'll find the profiles, and everywhere Diane has written, and they're all very, very beautiful. Just give me 1 second. What I've read a lot of your blogs, and most of them are very, very beautiful. So everybody who has not yet read Diane's book or her blogs, go ahead and read them. I am 100% sure you will benefit from them.
Yeah, www.dianepandey.com. Read what I wrote on grounding. It's important to stay bare feet. So now in your house, it's good to walk bare feet because it'll just make you feel nice and calm. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that also works. So let me take another audience question. Why everybody is getting motivated.
Sorry.
So I saw Anmol ask a question. Would yoga, would that be useful? Sorry.
Yeah, I can hear you now. He asked if
yeah.
yoga
So
is
what answer is if she can substitute yoga strength training? So she wants to do cardio plus yoga. Would that be useful, or is yoga not to be mixed up with your fitness regime?
Cardio and yoga is a good thing to do together, but after a while because yoga is also body weight training to do chaturangas and you're holding your warrior pose and whatever, each pose. It depends on what school of yoga you do also. Iyengar makes you hold each posture longer. Ashtangas are really intense, strong. What I posted today on my Instagram was to music. I just put on some nice music. I just move to the music, to vibrations of the music. So of course, to start off with, yoga and cardio is a good combination. Yoga and strength training, weight training is a good combination. You can even combine all three. You can combine all three because it's that'll be make it a little more intense. So that is a little later. But yoga and strength training is what I do, which is a really great combination to do. Yeah. But yoga is, like I tell everybody, they should introduce it in schools. Yoga and meditation should be a subject. All our kids and students must, because especially your age and my kids' age, they go through a lot of stress, college, school, studies, exams. So yoga and meditation should be a subject. It should be made compulsory.
There are a lot of educations lacking. Most of it, I think we should also introduce how to deal with stress. Everything should be part of our curriculum.
Yes, because people feel embarrassed.
We'll take one last
stress. Yeah.
Question, Diane. I don't want to make you wait. Correct. Yes. So Raghav asked.
Also, there's a side of me. I was actually, I've done commercial art advertising school. I've studied 3 years. I built the house, the interiors with my architect and whatever. So I have a very creative side to me. So when I see things visually, in my mind, I just create ideas. So I have a very creative side to me. So it just comes to me, the creative. So that's what I'm saying. That's a part of Balance, my company. The creative side, everybody is creative. You just have to give yourself a chance, and everybody can create ideas. Yeah, out of. So just create.
Correct.
It just comes to me naturally.
Okay, Diane. Thank you so much for that. Diane, I don't want to keep you back because I know you have more commitments. We'll stop at 6:40 exactly. Guys, thank you for joining us. Let's all thank Diane for giving her time and taking us through the journey to Banned by Diane and into Diane's life to understand why she does what she does. And I'm truly, truly honored to have you and speak to you, Diane. Thank you so much for doing this. And again, this was a beautiful session, and I'm sure everybody who joined us will say the same thing. So everybody who wants to thank Diane can say that in the comment. And let's all thank Diane for doing this.
Yeah. I want to thank you all. Look after yourselves. Just be safe. exercise, even if it means dancing, following my workouts, doing things on your own. Just move, do your housework. At this point, and don't do diets at this point. I forgot to say this. This is not the time to follow any diets, because your weight will fluctuate a bit, because people are stressed, right? And they're not moving around too much. It's normal for your weight to little bit of weight gain. It's even happening to me a little bit. Don't stress on that. Don't stress. Just as long as you're moving around, dancing, doing little workouts, yoga, spend time with your family, have a journal, write things down, write what's worrying you, write a gratitude journal. You have to be thankful for everything that you have food on your plate, you have a roof on your head. And we're going to come out with a vaccine soon, and it's all going to be okay. So just be positive, guys. Be positive and be happy. And of course, read my books. Read my books, please. Yeah. Okay, Pooja, thanks so much for having me. Take care. Take care. Save the video so I can see it. Save the live so I can see it. Bye.
Thank you so much, Tia. You too. Yes, yes. Done, done, done. I will share that with you. Bye.